Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Victor Kobielka from Eggert Spiele, looking at Frogriders, coming from Asger and Daniel, who I don't remember their last names always. It's long names, but Asger and Daniel. What are we doing? We're actually riding frogs.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of, okay.
So it's a very fast and very game where you can get into the game very easy and just play, and later you can find out a lot of ways to extra scoring, and so it's a nice easy beginning, but it can develop into some strategy tactics the better you know the game.
Okay.
So what we do here in the beginning of the game, each player gets like a personal goal, where it's kind of a set collection kind of thing, right? So a yellow, brown, red flock, we have 4 colors. I want to collect them, have them in front of me at the end of the game. If I do that, I get 3 points. If I have 2 of each, I get 6 points, that kind of set collection.
Okay.
Also, there are two public scorecards, which work the same way, and each is scored individually, so the ones I score here, the yellow and red, I can score here as well. So I tried at the beginning, I get 2, I can choose one of these, and try to match them a little, of course, with this. So that's the main goal, let's say. The turn is very easy. The player whose turn it is jumps with 1 frog over another one. It has to be exactly 1 frog, and the space behind must be empty. So. Right now, at the beginning, there are just these 4 possibilities I can jump. So I could take this one, jump over this one, and then I take the one I leapt over. So and place that one in front of me. So this one could score for the end, in this case for this card if I wanted to. But after I jumped, I can also return one of the frogs I have in front of me to the village. And depending on the color, it does something special. For example, the blue ones allow me to take a card from here, which do different things. For example, this one, so I place it in front of me, and this one would be like that. From now on, I don't just have to jump orthogonally, I also could jump
diagonally as well.
Exactly. So
okay.
it makes it easier for me to jump over certain frogs, for example, and it's 2 points at the end. So this stays with me, and then the next card would be turned over. And that goes around all the way, and there are different ways you can play with these cards. So the blue ones, if you return them, you get these cards. Of course, you don't have them for the end scoring, but here are also nice things you can do with it. So you could get cards that have like virtual red frog riders for the end scoring, or you could
also being you lose points here, but pick up more on the end.
Exactly. Or
okay.
The brown ones are the only ones you can't return to the village, but they give automatically 1 point, and then there are cards that give you more points for them. And so you can try different ways, tactical and strategy, to make the most points, of course, at the end of the game, because the game ends when any player whose turn it is cannot jump anymore.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if everybody else could jump diagonally. If I can do it, then the game is over instantly. And there are also the red frogs. If you return one of these, then you can jump again, so you can make the game faster. Or if you return a yellow one, then you can take one of the other ones that are already here, so you can exchange the colors to match them more than. So there are different ways I can try. I can really try to do the set collection, just keep my frogs that I get, or I can try to go over the cards, and depending on which come out, make the most points with that, of course. And the most fun comes really through these privilege cards, because they if you know the game a little better, you really find ways that you didn't imagine before, what you can do and in which ways you could score. So there's quite some depth in there, but it's very accessible, because all you have to do is jump over one and take one. And if you don't do anything else, you still can play the game pretty well.
Right.
So that's
just by jumping, not worrying about the other
exactly.
things.
So that's a nice thing. So it's kind of scales a little with the age, and that's a very nice thing about it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thanks very much for the overview of Frogriders.